Hey, what is up guys? Jeremy here and welcome back to another tweak video. We're going to be taking a look at WeatherPeek. Alrighty guys, so WeatherPeek is actually a fairly new tweak and it's going to allow you to access your weather and forecast from a couple of different places on your device. Do keep in mind this is all configurable. So the first place would be Spotlight. So to swipe down for your Spotlight search, and as you guys can see right here, we have our current temperature, our high and our low for today. We have a hourly forecast, which is pretty neat. You can actually interact with it by swiping it to the left, and then you do have a 10-day forecast below that. As you can see, today it's going to be 83 and 61 for a low, 81, 56 sunny Wednesday, partly cloudy on Thursday. So yeah, that's pretty neat that you can access that directly from Spotlight. So if you guys want a quick, little access to weather, you can do that from Spotlight. The next place would be on your Springboard. So if we swipe from the left to the right, as you guys can see, there is the WeatherPeek itself. I really like this one. It's really, easy to access, and it's really nice looking. You got your, of course, you got your, temperature, your high and your low, and your 10-day forecast. And then the last place that you can actually access WeatherPeek is directly on your lock screen. So if we go ahead and go to our lock screen, as you guys can see, this is actually the minimal style for the lock screen. There's two different styles. I'll show you the other one in a minute here. So as you can see, it has the temperature at the top, and it's fairly big. You also do have a little icon to show the current weather. You have your hourly forecast that you can swipe through, and it's cool as you swipe through your hourly forecast. As you guys can see, it actually changes the little icon for the actual weather at the top, so that's pretty cool. And then you do have your date and time below the temperature there. So that's what the lock screen minimal style looks like. So let's go into settings here, and I'll show you guys the settings for WeatherPeek. Very well put together tweak. The coolest thing about this tweak is the tutorial that it takes you through after you install it. It'll basically show you how everything works just from that tutorial. So really cool how that works. But so we can go into configuration. First off, there is an on-off toggle, which I like. You do have an auto color option at the top, as you guys can see here. It'll basically improve the legitibility on a light or dark wallpaper, so it kind of changes the style. You do have the toggles for each individual WeatherPeek location, so Springboard, Spotlight, Lock Screen. So if you just wanted to have WeatherPeek to work for your Spotlight, you can do that just by toggling off the Lock Screen and Springboard, or whatever kind of configuration you guys want to use. So like I said, I had the minimal version for the Lock Screen. This is what the normal version looks like. It's a lot different. So as you guys can see, it's basically kind of like how it looks in Spotlight. Of course, you can interact with the hourly forecast, and I just like the minimal a little bit better. It's not so, I don't know, it takes up too much of the screen, I think, but yeah, I prefer the minimal. And then you also do have enable auto refresh function, which is going to automatically refresh the forecast or the weather. You have the option to use Celsius. You can access the tutorial button down here, which will take you through the initial tutorial that the tweak will basically force you to do after you install it, which, like I said, is really, really cool. For some reason, the tutorial button doesn't actually work for me. When I click on tutorial, it just resprings my device, and it doesn't take me through the tutorial. I wish I could show you guys that. It's really cool. And then you do have your city button, so you can choose, your location for the weather to access, or to have your weather forecast. So that's pretty much it, guys. Again, this is WeatherPeek. Like I said, it's a really well put together tweak. I really like the Springboard access. I think that's really cool, that you can just basically just pop out to your Springboard, swipe to the right, or even the Spotlight, and it's cool that it's configurable to decide which style you want to use WeatherPeek in. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you guys are interested in this tweak, I will leave all the tweak information down in the description for those of you that do want to try it out. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely throw me a thumbs up. And if you guys want to see more tweak videos like this, don't forget to click that subscribe button. This has been Jeremy, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.